Hello, my loves. Welcome to Lifestyle Manifesting. I'm Shannon. On my channel, I discuss manifesting as a lifestyle. I am the only manifestation coach you need because you have results with my processes. You have success and you are exactly where you're supposed to be. You belong here. You're supposed to be here. I want to talk about the thousands of clients that are manifesting their specific person because of my self-concept course or because of my VIP group. My clients are manifesting their desires because of who they are, their self-concept. They start to increase, and this is what you need to do to manifest your desire. You increase the estimate that you have of yourself. Instead of focusing on what's going out there, what's going on out there, the circumstance, instead of putting your focus and your energy into that, you need to be turning your focus to yourself. This is why my clients manifest their desires. They bring the focus to themselves. This is exactly what I did to change my life. And in 1 year, I became a whole new person, manifesting everything I wrote down. I even created my journal that I uploaded on Amazon. I created that journal that everything I write in this journal becomes true. Why did I do that? Because that's what happened in my life. I started bringing the focus to me and who I was being instead of bringing all my focus and attention to what I saw and what I was experiencing that I didn't like. So you really have to know that the 3D experience that you don't want is irrelevant. That's not relevant whether or not you get your desire or you manifest your person. That's not relevant to whether or not you manifest the money or you manifest your home or you manifest health. That's not relevant. I don't care what the doctor said to you. I don't care what the bank or the debt collectors are telling you. That is irrelevant. And I don't care what your specific person said to you, because again, those are all irrelevant, because you know that you're the creator of your reality. So you can create the reality you want by giving no importance to that, right? You don't give your focus and attention there. You have to bring your focus and attention inward to your inner world, to the world that you are thinking and contemplating within. Okay, your thoughts and your assumptions are creating. So bring your focus back to yourself. Increase the estimate that you have of yourself by appreciating yourself, by speaking to yourself as if you already have your desire. Your desire is not going to manifest if you're focused on the circumstance and you're telling and talking about the circumstance. And if you're talking about how they're ghosting you, you're not going to manifest your specific person if that's what you're talking about. Because what you're talking about is what is your life. What you're paying attention to is what your life is. So that's why you have to disregard the circumstance. You disregard what you see. And that's probably the obstacle that you have to learn to overcome. You have to learn, and this is a skill. It is a skill to disregard what you see. It's a skill not to take that personal, what you hear from someone, a specific person that's not giving you the focus and attention. You have to have the skill to disregard it. You have to know that your focus, what you're focused on, is where you're putting your energy, and where you put your energy is what you create. So do you want to create more of that circumstance that sucks, or do you want to create and increase the vision that you hold of yourself? This is why self-concept is the most powerful thing you can do to become a master manifester. You bring your attention to yourself. You're already creating a reality based on what you think and believe about yourself. So then you would need to ask yourself some questions. And these are exercises that I have more specific, systematic exercises you can do in my self-concept course, also in my VIP group. But if you're systematically asking yourself questions such as, what do I need to believe about myself to manifest my desire? What do I need to believe about myself? Because everything in your world is yourself pushed out. Nothing out there is even real. It's an illusion. It's a holographic image. And it's a holographic image of what you believe about yourself. what you believe, the conditions that you experience through life. You are the one who has the power to change those conditions. That means there is no problem. If you're talking about a problem, that means there's a problem. Do you understand? If you're talking about a problem, I'm ghosted. They're not contacting me for 6 months. I haven't heard from them in 2 weeks. I have hot and cold behavior. All of those are the problem. And if you're talking about the problem and you're just thinking about that problem, then that problem must exist in your reality. I get that you understand this on some level, right? It's about implementing it and implementing the change. Now that's where I come in to help you learn how to implement and make the change. To be in the solution, what would you be thinking? You ask yourself, what should I be believing about myself if I already have my desire? Well, then if it's a relationship, you believe that you're already loved. You believe that you're already number one. Not that that person needs to tell you you're number one. You decide it. You believe it. You have to decide that the circumstance is not more powerful than you. You have the power. If you need to remind yourself every single day, several times a day, just say, like, softly to yourself, say, I am the operant power. I am in control of my destiny. I am in control of my destiny. I create my reality and I'm in control. Okay, so you take your power back. What do you need to believe to be the version of you who has your desire? You believe you're abundant. You believe you're wealthy without seeing it. You understand you're one with everything. So it's not separate from you. Your desire is not separate from you. You believe that you're already loved and chosen and in the relationship. When I say believe, let's just think about that word a little bit. Thank you, German chocolate. When I say believe, you understand you don't have to believe it 100%. You're creating the belief. You're creating your belief with your affirmations. The beliefs that you already hold have been created with your affirmations, with the thoughts that you've been thinking. What do you need to believe about yourself? Because everything is a manifestation of your beliefs about yourself. Everything's a manifestation of how you believe reality to work. And reality is a reflection of you. All right, so you already have your desire. You already have it. You have it now. You already have it. If you want to practice manifesting things by a time frame, go in your imagination and you're playing around. This is a skill. Again, it's a skill. You have to go in your imagination and practice seeing yourself already with your desire. Okay, and if you say, well, I can't really imagine, well, then just affirm it, because affirmations are creating a mental image in your subconscious mind. So affirm it. Speak it into existence by affirming it, by telling that story. And you practice that story, practice imagining, practice affirming until you see it as a manifested form in your reality, and it becomes the truth and it is a fact. All right, so it's already done. What would you be thinking if you already had your desire? What would you be thinking? You'd be thinking, isn't this wonderful? Isn't this great? Isn't this awesome? I already know it's done. You might even say, I don't see it in the manifested form, but I know it's already mine because I'm the creator. Okay, hi everyone. Let me go ahead and answer some questions here. Can I still talk to someone till my SP comes back? Okay, Brenda, you could do whatever you want in your reality, but SP is already back. The seed is already planting. So yes, you can talk to anyone. You can have any kind of relationship you want. You can imagine a reality where you're courted by many different people and it's your choice and you get to choose. Okay? SP is already back. You're not waiting, okay? You're not waiting for it. You already have SP. SP is hot at start. He's gone cold again. It's like he doesn't care. Yeah, you've had enough. Well, he's reflecting you. He's a reflection of you. You've been hot and cold. You planted the seed and then you dug it up. You planted the seed. I'm gorgeous. I'm beautiful. I'm amazing. I'm number one. I am the prize. He's showing up, showing you you're the prize. And then for whatever reason, you dug up those seeds because maybe there was something that reflected that was old, which isn't a big deal. If something reflects that's old, and it's what we consider the cold, the experience that it feels cold and that they're not showing up the way you want, then you have to recreate that. You're the creator. You're the writer of the story of your life. Absolutely, sure. Maybe you've had enough with this person. Move on and understand you're the creator, but that person always reflected you. Okay. And I don't know if it was specific or general. The next person that comes in your life, it might just feel easier. It might feel easier to start with a clean slate, for someone to show up with the clean slate. But what you have to remember is you're always the one that's creating your dynamic. It's not them, it's you. It's about you taking the responsibility, knowing that you're the operant power, and that's what you created that because you weren't stable. Usually the hot and cold behavior happens because you weren't stable. Okay, so get stable without needing the relationship. You've had enough. So get stable and be the version of you who's completely secure. Be the version of you who's happy and fulfilled and loved. And your world as law, because it's law, because you're already doing this, because you already created hot and cold behavior. If you want to create that hot behavior or the behavior where people are showing up the way that you want to experience life, then you have to be the version of you who is being that person. That means you're living from the end. That means today, right now, not in the future. Today, right now, you decide it's already done. Today, right now, you already decide you're the prize. The only one you're fighting with is yourself and your mind. Okay, the only person that you're really fighting with is yourself. There is no competition. There is nothing other than you telling a story that has something to do with the opposite, right? And telling a story that doesn't favor you having your desire. And that story is coming from maybe something, your belief from the past or your beliefs about yourself. Okay, so get solid on your self-concept. Get solid on knowing that you're the creator, that you were born worthy, you were born good enough, you were born wealthy, you were born with riches, you were born with health. All of this is already yours. It's given unto you as you believe. Let the weak man say he is strong. Why? Because if you say you're weak and you're small, then you will be weak and small. If you're weak and you want to be strong, let the weak man say he is strong. He will become strong. Say you are secure. Say you are loved. Say you are rich. You are wealthy. You are abundant. Okay, this is what you want to say. You speak your life into existence without reacting to your 3D reality. Okay, this means you're unshakable, right? Uncompromising about who you are. No one tells you who you are. No one tells you you're insecure and weak. You decide that you're secure and you're stable. You have to care more about yourself and how you feel. Okay, so that means today do things that make you feel good. Do things that make you feel good. How do I claim that the ring she's wearing at school is from me even though it's not? Well, right here, you're saying that it's not. Okay, so the ring means nothing. Why are you looking at the little details of that old story? You're looking at little details. I mean, it's okay on some level, but to look at those little details and turn them around, either you have to just know she's your girl. That's it. Done. But then you're asking me, how am I supposed to believe that she's wearing a ring and it's really mine? You're looking too much at what you see instead of creating from within. Okay, stop focusing on her. Stop focusing on her. Bring your focus to yourself. Who are you being right now? Okay, so that's what you ask yourself. Who am I being right now? You're already loved and you're already chosen. You're already the prize. You're already number one. You're already the most ideal person to be in a relationship with. You're already the dream catch. Do you believe that about yourself? If you believe that about yourself, your reality must be showing you that's true. Your reality, maybe even if it's with other people, but it must be showing you it's true. Sure, we can look at any circumstance and create good meaning around it, and that's a good thing to do. But on some level, just forget about that. Why are you focusing on that little detail? And now you're trying to convince yourself that it's your ring when it's not. And no, here, you connect within and understand that you're the creator. You're the creator. You don't have to, that's just an old story playing out. Maybe that ring is from her mom, maybe, or her dad, mom, and the parents. Maybe her best friend gave that. I have rings from my best friends. Okay. Maybe it's from her family or friends. You don't have to overthink it. Just give it no relevance to you. That's not relevant to the reality you want to be in. What's relevant? The idea of increasing your own self, the perception that you hold of yourself, okay? That's what you consistently do. Okay, gauge yourself through the day. At different points in the day, maybe every couple hours, ask yourself, do I really feel like I'm living in the end? Do I really feel like I'm number one? And you kind of get in touch with yourself, like, what do you truly believe? Because that's going to help you get it to the truth of it. You are enough because you were born enough. You are the one just because you say you are, because you claim you are. I want to move out, but I want it to be a free luxury apartment. Well, that's what you say to yourself. I love that I have a new apartment. I love my new apartment. Start going online. You have an idea. I look at photos online, do a virtual open house, and you know how you can walk through the room and you're going to imagine you're in that. Go on a tour. Go on a tour to those places. The neighborhood you want to be. What neighborhood is that? So you got to know these things. At least on some level, know these things, because once you're placing yourself in that feeling, it's just going to unfold. Okay, so go on a tour, or go do the tour through online, through an online virtual open house, and feel that and start picturing yourself there. Where's your bed? How does that feel to fall asleep? What does it feel like to fall asleep that you're already in your new place? And what would you be saying to yourself, and how would that feel? And maybe you would feel and smell some fresh paint. So as you close your eyes and fall asleep tonight, feel a different space. Place yourself in that location. So you're thinking, if that location is to the south of you, now imagine you're there falling asleep, fresh smelling, that fresh smelling apartment or condo that you're moving into, or home, whatever it is, apartment, you said, okay? So you're feeling yourself there. Now fall asleep in it. And once you do that, you're planting the seed is planted, and it's done. It's done then. So you could say thank you. You say thank you to yourself that you're the creator, and it's done. I can't help but think of ways for it to come for free. Don't waste your thoughts on that. Put your thought into, pull up the pictures that's going to get you the emotion. And it's not necessarily about emotion, but that's about you living in the end. And that will help you live in the end. Okay. Just live in the end, because everything that needs to come with that seed that you plant, the seed where it's free, you will manifest that. I love the story Neville Goddard gave of the woman who just started saying, "Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it wonderful?" And she kept repeating that over and over in her mind. And she manifested for someone that she barely knew. Well, it was like someone from her childhood that was very wealthy, that brought her name up and decided to start giving her a monthly salary for nothing, that she used towards her home and getting a new car, because she didn't have the means. So she started affirming, "Isn't it wonderful?" Using that to encompass all of her desires, because she had so many desires. And this is what she did. She thought, what would I be feeling or thinking? Okay, maybe you're not really thinking, "Isn't this wonderful?" But wouldn't you be like, "This is awesome. Isn't my life great? I love this." Even if you say, "I love this. I love this," something amazing is in my life now. You have to reprogram yourself to think from the end. Don't think about the how. How implies you don't have it. How implies you're not trusting the universe or God or infinite intelligence. So let go of the how. Okay, and you really have to do that with repetition. You'll do that with repetition. Okay, so pull up your phone, put whatever app on your phone, realtor.com or whatever, apartments, Redfin, anything, right? You pull up that app and now look at those apartments and now get excited about that. And now start to see new furniture in there. Start to see the new furniture. And maybe there's just a piece of something that you love. Maybe the chair that you love, that's yours, that's in the apartment with all your new stuff. Okay. And you live from the end of that. The seed is planted. It's done. How not to let an ex or anybody's words, actions trigger me and make me angry, because that doesn't reflect who you are. You get to choose how you feel. You get to choose how you react. Okay. And if you're reacting in the same way of being triggered, then you're just being the same old version of you that doesn't make a change. If you want to make a change, you have to demonstrate that you have changed. And as you demonstrate you've changed, that means you wouldn't be reacting in the same way where you used to be triggered. I'm not saying that you can't, because I've been triggered and I manifested in that same moment. I worked through the trigger while I was triggered and pissed off and angry and upset. And I just worked through it by affirming it. Even though I was triggered, I still spoke the end into existence at the same moment. And this was the first time I had a huge reflection from, even while I was triggered, the reflection go in my favor. So use that trigger, and maybe, it might feel exhausting. Okay. So maybe you need to get through that just to get through, to demonstrate that you're changing. You have to understand you're the creator. Nobody can really make you angry. Okay. You have a choice. Okay. You just didn't know that before because you were reacting to things your whole life. But now you realize you have a choice. I don't care if something's going down at the store right next to you and there's craziness happening or some Karen thing going on. You can react whatever way you choose. You don't have to react to that person. By the way, as you stabilize yourself more, you're going to have less experiences of being angry, right? As you stabilize yourself. So you're someone who's stable. Okay, that's what, you want to create. You're someone who's stable. You're someone who's anchored. You're someone who's centered. You're someone who knows how to look beyond the circumstance. You're someone who's able to see the bigger picture. You're someone who's able to manage your reaction. Okay, it's not suppressing. This is deliberate creation. So this isn't about suppressing it. It's about recreating it. Okay. Wait, I'm reading your message, Kayla. Oh, okay. Well, okay, stop doubting. Caleb, stop doubting. Here's how you stop doubting. Because you're still putting her on a pedestal. Based on maybe not completely, but on some level, you're still putting her on a pedestal. You're still putting her on a pedestal. Meditate on that. Take her off the pedestal. She's not bigger and better than you. She's not more than you. She's not going to be the savior in your life. She's not going to be the one that makes you feel loved. That can happen, right? We have that reality existing, okay? But that's a conditional reality. And I'm telling you, we've all lived those conditional realities or that conditional life. I'm teaching you how to be unconditional to the circumstance. So you go within and you create within. And by the way, she's going to show up for you because you're creating from within. So she's off the pedestal. Okay. Now You have to put your energy on you and who you're being, how you treat yourself, how you treat others, how you see others, how do others see you. Just paint that pictures. How even putting yourself on the pedestal also means you can imagine how other people see you. Okay? Use that as an exercise. Right now, you have your desire. How do other people see you? They don't have to see you with your desire, just how do they see you? They see you in a healthy, happy relationship. They see you happy. They see that you're in a relationship. They see that you're happy. They see that you're an incredible guy, right? They see that you're an incredible person. Okay, so stop doing what you were doing. Stop doubting. Okay, you're not doubting anymore. I've made a lot of mistakes in the past. Do you think he'll forget all of that? Yes, actually, you're the creator of your reality, okay? You decide yes, because you have to tap into the idea of forgiveness, right? You tap into forgiveness by forgiving yourself. Everybody makes mistakes. It's okay to make a mistake. Isn't it okay to make a mistake? Isn't that what life's about? It's about learning, and we make mistakes, and those mistakes help us see a bigger picture, and those mistakes can help us realize what we want. So it's never really a mistake. It's just that you're calling it a mistake. Why don't you start calling it something else? You had experiences in the past that brought you to where you are. Okay, you're the creator. Do you understand? He's only thinking what you're thinking. And if you think that he won't, he can't get beyond those mistakes, then you're going to create that reality. You'll be creating that reality. So you decide, of course you're forgiven. Of course, like literally start the clean, the idea of it's a clean slate right here, right now. You're always forgiven. All is forgiven. All is forgotten. All is forgiven, right? Like, and then now, what do you want? There's where you put your attention and your energy. What do you want? If you have your desire right now, what would it look like? What would you be saying to yourself? Okay, SOS. I don't know how to change my self-concept. I'm tired of people not telling how. Well, I am explaining how here. I have a self-concept course that has a systematic routine for you to change your self-concept into the version of you who has your desire. That's more specific, but I'm telling you exactly what you need to do. Your self-concept is, how do you see yourself? How do you see yourself? And how do others see you? That's part of your self-concept. How do others see you? What else about your self-concept? What do you think about yourself? What do you believe about yourself? What do you think about yourself? Do you think, like, what's your desire? Okay. Whatever your desire is, you're saying to yourself that you already have it. That's how you change your self-concept. You could already, guess what? You could start saying right now, it's as simple as this. You just do this thing. You just start saying, I already have my desire. I already am the highest self-concept. I'm already the version of me with my desire. And that will bring you, it will just naturally bring you into that reality where you are the image of the person you want to be. Self-concept is your identity, right? So you could already say, you're thinking you need to change it, but guess what? If you just start saying, I already changed my self-concept. I already am the person I want to be. You're living from the end with your desire if you say that. Repeat it because you want to repeat something to impress your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is already pushing out what you think and believe out to your experience of the world. So if you're creating a new belief that I already changed my self-concept, then your world, by law, must reflect what you're speaking into existence. And the only reason someone isn't manifesting that something is because maybe they're having a doubt and worry, and now they're planting seeds of doubt and worry. When's it going to change? I don't think it's changed. That's not living in the end. That I already changed my self-concept. Okay, so that's when you have to have the awareness, okay? Your expanded awareness about what you're thinking and believing. How do you change the old story? As this happens all the time, shall I move on? Well, this happens all the time because it's within you. It was a cycle from within you. I mean, shall you move on? Do you see if this is a pattern from your past? Are you able to move on and break the pattern? Well, you can right now by deciding. You say to yourself, I break this pattern now. And then talk about what you do want. If you need additional help, join my VIP group where you'll have more hands-on help with me, and everyone in the group is helping one another, manifesting all kinds of things. I had a great story every Saturday, usually on Saturday, I do a live Q&A, and one of the members in our group has a great story of manifesting their specific person. So it's a reminder that persistence is key. Okay, persistence is key. If you need help persisting, join my VIP group. If you need help being reminded that you're the operant power, you're actually more powerful than what you see. But we always think we're small, right? Like we kind of grow up thinking that the world is more powerful and that we don't have a choice in it. And everyone's like, oh, you know, the idea that you can't change the circumstance. You can, but people don't believe that. And then guess what? World will show you that's true. You can't change the circumstance. 90% of the world is telling you you can't change the circumstance. It's bullshit. That's why I created a community, because we know we can change the circumstance. I change the weather. I change all kinds of circumstances that people would say that's beyond what we could do. It's not beyond what we could do, you guys. It's not beyond the ability of what you could change in your reality. Everything is your consciousness pushed out. That means everything. That means the weather. That means all the people, every person. That means anything going on in your world. You are the operant power. Okay, so that's why I created a VIP community, so you could be surrounded by others who know that you're the operant power and that it's like learning how to be more centered, learning to be stable, learning to not react to the circumstance, learning that you're the one who has like all the cards. You're the one that has the ball in your court. You're the one who has the king, you're about to checkmate. Because you have the power. All right. Anyway, you guys, I have to go. I love you all. Join my community. You can join the link in my bio. I have a self-concept course. You want to do the work on your own. You are the operant power. I love you guys. I'll see you later. See you tomorrow. Bye.